What's up, guys? Brian here with another video for you to help you guys out with your warehouse gym or your personal training business, whatever it may be. Just wanted to say thank you again for all the comments and especially the emails coming in. I'm trying to help you guys out as best I can, and it's great to hear from these people, the different ideas that they have. I've even received 2 emails from overseas, so it's crazy how it's just, branching out, but keep them coming. I'll try and help you as best I can. I'm still learning. There's no ego here, so I'm just trying to pass on what I've learned, my experience. So today what we're going to go over is systems and consistency. If you haven't picked up this book and read it, this one's called The E-Myth. This is a great book to read to help you out with your business. Not everything I agree with, just like with any book, but there's a lot of good nuggets in there that can really help you out. And one of the major things that he harps on is building a system. Okay, so just like what you would have with McDonald's or any of these other corporation type businesses, there's a system where you can basically plug anybody in to do that job, and the business itself will run smoothly. My biggest thing that I get from here, because I don't want to get into that corporate realm, I don't want to lose face with who I am and the personality or the culture of my gym. I want to be as consistent as possible. So I'm going to read a few quotes from this book where he talks about consistency and what I feel works out best for that. The first quote is, "While the business must look orderly, it is not sufficient. The business must also act orderly. It must do things in a predictable and uniform way." Okay, so what he means by that is, if you're running your business, yes, you want it to take on the personality of yourself, but you want it to be orderly, all right? So when people walk in the door, they know exactly what to expect each and every day. And my biggest thing with that is being consistent, okay? It doesn't mean that you got to be wearing a uniform or that you got to have a bunch of rules set in place. What I mean by consistency is the things that you feel are important that get across your brand, your style. You need to hold on to those things and don't stray away from them, okay? It's going to take a while to find those things, but it can be simple, okay? So here's a couple things I can think of right off the top of my head. Time, okay? Time management. When people are training with you, their time is very valuable. Your time is valuable. So don't be lackadaisical with your time. Be consistent, all right? If you're consistently late, that just brings on a bad vibe, a bad feeling with the client or the customer. You should be that person that's always on point, on time, and you're consistently there. It means you're reliable, okay? So the other thing is be consistent with the time that you're allotted. So for myself, I like to try to keep things within an hour, okay? So I'll break things down, and it's always the same. I don't let it get stale, but my members, my clients know that when they come in, the first 10 minutes, we're normally going to be stretching out and warming up, and then the next 15 minutes, we'll be working on either a strength movement or something like that, and then the next 20 minutes is, let's say, another workout, and then the cool down. But they kind of know how the clock is going to run. They know that if they come in, they're going to be out on time. They're going to be out by the end of that hour. You don't want to be one of those trainers where you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants and you start out 10 minutes late, and then your class goes 15 minutes late, or there's other times where a class only runs for 35 minutes, so they feel like they're getting gypped. You always want to be consistent, and time is the best way to be consistent, all right? The other thing is consistent with your attitude, all all right? And so what I mean by consistent with your attitude is that you don't have days where you're up, and you're full of motivation and you're happy to be there and people are vibing off of it, and then there's the next day they come in and maybe you had something go on in your personal life, so then you're just a complete asshole that whole day. People don't like that. When they come in, they want everything to be as consistent as possible with your attitude, your feelings, your direction towards them. So just like in my previous video when I talked about coaching style, once you develop that coaching style, you want to be consistent with that style, okay? If you're one of those type of coaches who don't have a lot of words to say, but you know, every once in a while will give them that nugget of information, and they're used to that, don't just all of a sudden switch it up and become, you know, one of those barking coaches that are constantly in your face, yelling, all of that. So be consistent with that. As far as systems go, okay, it will take you a while to develop certain systems, whether it's with a new client, with existing clients, with how you set up your classes, how you set up your individual training. And normally when I'm trying something new to develop those systems, I do what's called a 90-day rule. I always try something for 90 days. You want to do it for 90 days to give it a chance. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you go back to the drawing board. So always give it, don't be one of those people that you see an idea online or you read about something and you're like, oh, I want to try that, I want to try that, and you try it for 2 weeks and you lose interest or you don't see a direct impact. And so you just let it fall and you move on to the next thing. If you have people that are coming to you for a consistent experience, the same experience, they're going to get confused and they're going to get lost if every 2 weeks you're trying something different. All right, so if you get a chance, pick up this book. It'll help you out enormously. Just go through it. It's a quick read. I try and read it, you know, I'll go back to certain things and highlight some things. I don't read it all the way through, but there's some great insight in here. Pick it up if you haven't gotten it and start dialing those systems, and remember, be consistent. All right? If you have any questions or anything, shoot me an email, Thomason, THOMASON, Brian, BRIAN @gmail.com. All right? Stay strong, guys.